DMD stands for digital media design, and you do a lot of creative work. You do a lot of programming also. You create your own graphics and then incorporate them into some kind of composition. And I chose it because I like to create things. I like being on the computer a lot.
TSTC is the local best deal in education. In terms of bang for the buck, you get more done here with less money and less time. It's the fast track between you and the career money.
Digital media design is basically a mixture of website design, 2D animation, 3D animation. You get to experience a little bit of audio and design in effects and sound effects.
This is the cool place to be. This is where the interesting people are at, the ones with metal in their face and blue hair. Where do these people come from? What's going on inside their crazy heads? I like to find that sort of thing out. They're my kind of weirdos. They make sense to me.
Your last semester, you actually get to have a portfolio client class, which your instructor actually provides you with a client, and you get with your client one-on-one. He lets you know what type of design he wants, and we all have to put our heads together and choose what's best for the client, not what's best for our decisions and what we like.
They have the opportunity to work for a non-profit organization for the entire semester. And some of the requirements are they have to create an interactive CD, they have to create a web page, 2 public service announcements to be aired on TV, posters or billboards, newspaper ad or brochures, and business cards for that client. It's a great resume builder for the students.
A lot of us have a lot of relevant industry experience, and that would be the ideal thing for most students. You want to hear someone that's been to where you're trying to get to. The lab environment is where we're doing the hands-on part of the technology. So at this point, we've stopped talking about theory, and we're going to actually try and do it.
TSTC gives me a lot of hands-on experience. It's a more comfortable environment than a huge classroom.
You're trying something new for the first time. And this is pretty stressful, of course. That's where we keep the groups small. Labs aren't allowed to grow over 20 students per lab. This ensures that an instructor like myself is going to have time to deal with your questions in the context that you ask them in. I can deal with them then and there. I think it's important for an instructor to maintain lots of relationships within the industry that they represent. I try and think of myself as a representative of my industry. And of course, I still have contact with a lot of those individuals. People in HR that give me leads about where opportunities are coming from, what sorts of skills my students would need to show up with in order to take advantage of those opportunities. Then I have my technician contacts. They keep me informed about what is the cutting edge of our media technology. What new things are becoming possible? That's what us creatives get excited about, is potential.
Because of Texas is becoming more of the second Hollywood now, there are more and more movies being made in Texas. A lot of students are going to have those capabilities of being able to make movies. There's just many, many different fields, different avenues that you can go.
I'm hoping to start up my own business, a production company, working with altering photos, creating music and videos and photos. I'm really looking forward to that, actually.
I plan on getting to work in magazines with photography and developing layouts, getting to build websites, just so many different things you can do with the DMD major.
If you're like me, you probably belong here. I teach things the way they make sense to me. So I've taken some of the dirty tricks and black bag secrets that made stuff comprehensible for me as a visual thinker, and I presented it to my students, who, as it turns out, are visual thinkers also. It's really exciting watching them realize that they can start from an idea and wind up with a thing also. And it's their thing. It's their unique interpretation of that idea. And I get a chance to be a part of their success story. How cool is that?